Dude, depression sucks. I've been dealing with it for quite a while now, and just doesn't seem to go away no matter what I do. I've made all these changes, tried to make better habits, tried to eat better, back in the gym, trying to lose weight. I just can't seem to get a hang or a hold of my depression. And I know it's all kind of cyclical, right? Like, one thing makes this thing work, or this thing makes this other thing work, and so on and so forth. So, like, I know losing weight is definitely going to help, but nothing I do in the interim has helped, and I don't understand. Maybe it's all just chemical, you know? I'm starting to think my depression isn't something I can control with therapy and thinking about things and what have you. I'm starting to think it might purely be a chemical thing that I'm just not going to be able to get a hold of on my own. I don't know why in the afternoon when I make these videos I start to get really tired, or at least yawny. But I'm trying, man. I'm trying to get over this depressive state I'm in. And some people tell me, it's like, you're privileged, you have certain things, like, what do you have to be depressed about? You can have things and still be depressed. I don't think these people understand what depression is, nor do they probably really care, let's be honest. They wouldn't say these things if they cared. Like, I've been told, well, depression's like a light switch, you could just turn it off. And I'm like, no, I can't just turn it off. It's not something I can just completely forget exists. It's not something that I can wake up one morning and be like, eh. It just doesn't work like that. I wish it did, but it doesn't. And I guess to some degree, depression is important here and there, right? Because, like, it helps us remember what's valuable. It helps us just remember the things that are important. It helps us be more grateful for the good things in life. I guess it's important. You know, I've been told that all emotions are important. Like, you should be able to feel all emotions. I guess. I don't know how much I agree with that, but I'm not smart enough, I guess, to disagree. I just know I don't want to feel like this all the time. I don't want to wake up every morning wondering why I'm getting out of bed. Go to bed at night wondering why, or hoping that I don't wake up in the morning. You know, like, it's tough. I've tried surrounding myself with people that I thought would help. Not forcing them to help me, just people that I thought being surrounded by would make me feel better. It's not helping. And then certain situations happen in the interim that just make me question, like, reality. Like, am I experiencing a lot of what I'm experiencing as like a punishment for things I've done? Because I don't want to sit here and say that I'm a perfect little angel, you know? I've done some stuff in my life that I'm not proud of. Part of why I'm going to therapy is try to figure out why I made these choices, better myself and not make those same mistakes again. I've hurt people. It's important to understand that, because that's part of the healing. So I feel like part of my depression is just that punishment, maybe. My therapist doesn't think so. It's hard not to feel that way, though, you know, especially when it doesn't go away. If I was feeling more happy than not, I would maybe reconsider that stance, but that's not the case. I definitely don't feel more happy than not. I feel more depressed than not. And even when I'm doing things I thoroughly enjoy, I can still feel depression. Like when I go to concerts or movies. I made it a point back in 2013 that I was going to go to at least one concert a year. At the very least one concert a year. I didn't go to any last year. And I haven't been to any this year. And granted, maybe it's because I was just a little burned out from the year prior. Because in 2024, I went to so many damn concerts. I have a buddy who's in a band, so I went to a lot of his house shows, and I went to a couple other concerts. So I went to a lot of concerts in 2024. So maybe part of the last couple of years has just been, I've been to so many, I'm a little burnt out. I don't know, but I just don't find the excitement for them like I used to. I don't feel that energy of wanting to go like I used to. I see stuff pop up all the time, concerts I'd want to go to. Like Blue Oyster Cult just came through. I'm probably never going to get to see Blue Oyster Cult again. It's a band I like. So why did I go? I should have gone. When am I ever going to be able to see them again? And sometimes I get in my head that like I have to go to these things with people. So sometimes it's kind of like, oh, I can't find anybody to go to this concert with me. I'm just not going to go, and then I don't go. I need to stop doing that. It's the same thing with movies I want to see in theaters. It's like, I want to go see this movie in theaters. If nobody wants to go, okay, I'm going to go see it myself then. Their loss. Like, I'm still waiting to hear back on what day I'm going to go see the Spider-Man movie with a friend, because I know this friend wanted to go see it. Like, alright, what day are we going so I can plan? If not, I want to go see it. I actually kind of wanted to see it opening night, but I don't think that's happening because I still want to wait and find out. Probably better not to go to opening night. There's going to be so many people. And then there's movies like Dune, Part 3. I'm going to be there opening night. Like, I want to be there opening night. Same thing with Clayface. Like, there's just certain things that I'm trying to hold on to. Like, the movies are even getting hard because last year I went to 53 movies in theaters. It was rough. I wanted to prove to myself something. I wanted to prove that I could be consistent with something. And fortunately, there was 53 movies in theaters worth watching, in my opinion. 2 of them I didn't care for, so more like 51 movies that were worth watching. But it was rough because, you know, that's basically a movie every week I was going to see, and that's not cheap. It did cost me some money. I did have points, so I got some movies for free and concessions cheaper and stuff, but it does cost money. And that's another reason it's hard for me to drag myself to concerts, because concerts are money, you know, and not that I don't think these bands deserve money. It's hard for me to just drop $100 like that, you know? And again, I don't really blame the band for that. They have to make their money. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to drop $100 every time they come through town. There's only a few bands I would ever actually pay that much money to see, honestly. Like, I love a lot of the music I listen to, but like seeing somebody in concert for $100, it better be somebody I really want to see. I find it hard to justify spending that much money for something like that. That being said, you know, I'll happily buy their CDs and stuff when I have the money, because I do want to support them. Just concerts are hard, you know, because if you go to one concert a year and it's only $100, it's like, all right. But when you're doing other things, like I said, I go to the theaters and what have you. It's hard to justify those price tags. And I'm just going to say it one more time. I don't blame the band for that. They got to make their money. And I hope they do, especially if they're a good band and they're good to their fans and stuff, then they deserve that money. Point being, I don't enjoy things like I used to. And I'm also a bigger guy, so, maybe if I lost some weight, I'd start finding enjoyment in some of these things again. Like, with the whole concert aspect, like, it's hard to stand in a line for like an hour and a half and then have to stand in the concert to watch the band for 2 hours. Like, that's like 4 hours of standing. To a normal person, and by normal I mean somebody that's not out of shape like me, that's probably not a big deal. Probably easy for them. For me, I'm a big dude. That's hard to do. I remember getting to a concert like 2 hours early because I had a VIP pass thing. And we needed to get there early for the VIP part of it. And just standing that whole time before the concert even started was just miserable. Well worth it, of course, because I got to meet the band and got pictures with them and stuff. Like, definitely well worth the wait, but it didn't mean it wasn't easy, And then musically too, like, I consider myself a musician, and I have some stuff up on YouTube, and occasionally I'll listen back to some of my stuff I have up, and I end up deleting it because I'm like, this kind of sucks. Like, the music I want to make is music that not only am I proud of, but I would listen to myself. I want to make music I want to listen to as well. Like, something I'm so proud of, I'd throw it in a playlist I made and listen to it in a playlist. My own music. That's just the kind of music I want to make. Some artists I've heard don't like the music that they make. They don't want anything to do with the music they make. That's a personal thing, I guess. But I do listen back to some of the stuff I make, and I'm like, yeah, this kind of sucks. Like, I posted 4 yesterday, and I listened to one of them, like, yeah, this is cool, but it needs to be fine-tuned, because the tone and stuff is bad, and it wasn't recorded well. It's got too much gain or something, so I deleted it. And then I listened to another one, I'm like, oh, this isn't good. And then there's one I have up there, I've been tossing back and forth if I want to delete it, because a good chunk of it I actually like, but the beginning, it's pretty obvious that I'm out of key, or not out of key, out of tempo. I'm not playing to the right tempo, so I'll have to delete it. Maybe I'll go back and re-record it. And it's funny too, because it's not like I don't have the tools to fix issues like that either. Like, if I'm out of tempo, if my notes aren't hitting on time, there's tools in these programs that I use to record to fix that. And I've done it before, and it actually comes out pretty good. It doesn't really take away from the tonality at all. But sometimes I just get lazy, and upon first review, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But then I'll go back, like I said, later, and I'll listen to it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna delete that. It's not good. And sometimes I just get disheartened playing the guitar at all. I'll sit there and I'll crack out my guitar, and I'm just like, there's billions upon billions of songs that have been made. Who am I to sit here and make something new? Like, I'm not creative enough. I don't know if I'm ever going to create anything super original that people are going to fawn over. Like, even if I had like a one-hit wonder, that would be cool at this point. Like, I have one song that I wrote, Sally's Sledge Factory, I'm fairly proud of. I think it came out pretty good. I could do more work to it, tune it up a little bit more. If that was like the only song I ever really released and people liked it to some degree, I'd be happy. Because, like, I don't know, I'm starting to lose my drive and energy to write music, record music, at least by myself. One, because I guess I'm not that good at picking out songs or sounds, like tones, guitar tones and stuff. I don't know, like, it all just gets really disheartening, and after a while I just don't want to do it anymore, you know? I was part of a band for a minute, but I started freaking out a little bit about it, and I started flaking. I mean, it wasn't too much of a burden, because, I mean, we didn't even have a full band. It was just a couple of us, and we didn't really even have any material, but still, I feel bad about it. But I kept backing out of practice, because I'm like, didn't feel like I had the drive to do it, you know? I was like, I'm not the best guitar player in the world. If we ever got to a point where we were playing concerts, I'd probably have to have a teleprompter for half the songs, because it's hard for me to remember everything, you know? And even some songs that I've been listening to for 20 plus years now, that I should know the lyrics by heart, I sometimes have to look up the lyrics because I forget sometimes. It sucks, man. It disheartens me, because I've always wanted to be a musician. I've never cared to be, like, famous, but I wanted to be a musician, you know? The shit you think about when you're depressed, you know? And the worst part about it is, the other day, I caught myself feeling really sad about something, and I got to that point where I'm like, oh, okay, it's probably a chance to cry. And I sat there and I'm like, man, I can't even fucking cry. Like, I can't get sad enough to cry, I guess. So I sat there and just was sad, but no crying. Like, man, I would like to have a good cry once in a while, you know? Like, I'm not one of those assholes that sits here and says that men can't cry. Like, there's a time and a place, maybe, but I want to be able to have a good cry, because I don't want to bottle up my emotions. It's part of why I'm in the place that I'm in the first place. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I just bottled everything up over the years, because everybody told me you have to be a man, you have to be strong, you can't choose your emotions to get better than, like, you can't let your emotions get the better of you. I just kept hearing that, you know, and just bottled stuff up. So when I finally started correlating everything that I bottled up, I didn't know how to deal with it. Well, I did know how to deal with it at the time. I just started eating and eating and eating and eating. Before you know it, I'm 300 plus pounds. Before you know it, I'm 330 plus pounds. Like, that was my way of dealing with it. And it's all a vicious circle, you know? It's all compounded. You shouldn't bottle stuff up. It really does get to you. It's easier said than done, don't get me wrong, because, like, I have this innate fear of ever breaking down during work. I've had a couple friends tell me before that they've had breakdowns at work and they've had to leave work. And I couldn't fathom doing that. And not because, not to knock on them or any way. Just because, like, for me personally, I can't fathom ever having a breakdown at work, because then I'm abandoning my job. And then if I abandon my job, they have more of an excuse to get rid of me. And I don't want that to be the reason I lose my job, because I couldn't control my emotions. And I won't say too much on it. I just don't think I'm in the place where they're really gonna be concerned if I need a minute to step away like that. You know, I have a job to do and I need to do my job. So I can't fathom having a breakdown. I've had a couple instances where I've had a pretty good anxiety attack going on, and I've just had to suck it up. What can I do? I gotta do my job. I gotta get it done. If I let my emotions get the best of me, then I'm abandoning my team, and my team needs me because there's only a few of us, and I hate having to do it, but I also would feel so bad if I disappointed my team. At the end of the day, I know, like, most of the people you work with are never going to care about you after you no longer work with them. But that doesn't mean I don't want to still try to make things easier while we're all working together, you know, because we got to go to work. We might as well make the best of it, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I shouldn't care. I care too much, apparently. That's what I've been told by my therapist and a couple of my friends. They say I care too much. I don't know if I necessarily believe that. I do care about things, but I don't know. I'm not in touch with my emotions enough to know. If that's what outside observers say, I guess it's true. I guess I care too much. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It just is tough, you know. Because I want what's best for people, and even if it depresses me sometimes. So, depression sucks, man. And I don't know when it'll end. I don't know if it'll ever end. Maybe I'll be depressed my entire life. I don't know. Anyway, that's all.